Mark Fixes Stuff. This video is sponsored by PCBWay. You can get an instant quote on a variety of services, or browse a library of talented makers' designs, add them to your cart, and have them delivered directly to your door.
Hello everybody, it's me again, and I thought I'd do a really quick single camera pickups video and donations video, so I can say thanks to all the people that have sent me stuff. And I have to say, over the years, because I haven't done one of these for ages and there's lots of people that I've kind of left out. If for some reason you have sent me something and I've left you out, don't think I'm being ungrateful. It's just that this house that I'm in has been undergoing such renovation works that things have become displaced and they're all in boxes everywhere. So I've literally gathered up everything I could see, but that doesn't mean that I am discarding you and putting you on the trash heap of Mark Fixes stuff. Now, the first thing that I need to say thank you for, and this has been over a year in the making, is this rather lovely Sharp Twin Famicom. And you'll notice that it's actually already taken apart and all the screws are in the box, because this was sent to me by the rather marvellous Chrissy, who's a lovely patron of the channel, and it just basically needs a drive belt change and realignment. And when I said, well, that's great, Chrissy, but you know, got a bit of a problem with that because I don't have a game, and he very kindly went and bought me this fabulous game called, I don't even know, Interesting Soccer or something. Who knows? Interesting Soccer. But, you know, I do actually really love the media that this comes on. I just hope this is all in focus. It's a really cool little disc. So we'll have a bit more of a look at that when we get to it. I have ordered the belt, but who knows where that is now? Sorry. I am one of the least organised people on YouTube, which is why I absolutely count my lucky stars every day that you guys stick by me. So thank you, Chrissy. You're an absolute solid gold legend, and I really love this machine. So I'm going to get this thing in and really cleaned up and shining as well. So, right, what should we do next? These are in no particular order. If you watched my last video, you would have seen that I relabeled some Atari cartridges. And I actually saw a lot of cartridges on eBay going for about £34 delivered. So this is the rest of them. So we have a quick look here. And as you can see, not a bad little haul for £34. So yeah, got rid of the Sphinx. Mousetrap, that is in quite a state actually, so that will need some maybe relabeling. Crystal Castles, another Crystal Castles, but a different label variant. Be the same game. This is actually the reason that I bought the lot is Crystal Castles, because I love the label. And I want to know what the game's like, really. I will stack these up. Wonder if I should edit this lightly, this video, or not, or just keep chatting nonsense. Got an Asteroids Wizard of War, which my 13-year-old Abigail decided that she really wanted to play because it's Wizard of War. I tried to explain to her that the war wasn't as in Ein Krieg, not a war. Jahresrevenge, but she wasn't having any of it. Asteroids and Phoenix on the silver labels. Put that there. And Real Sports Volleyball. I bet that's a right hoot. Super Breakout. I don't have any paddle controllers. I'd like to get hold of some paddle controllers. Hint, hint. Real Sports Boxing. I bet that's terrible as well. Already told you about Riddle of the Sphinx. Centipede. Another reason I picked up this bundle, because Centipede, I think that's good on most platforms. Missile Command, the classic. I used that as an example in the video before. And Mario Brothers, the classic game based on the life and times of Chris Pratt. I know. Anyway, so yeah, that's my cart. So I thought that was a pretty good haul. Got some other stuff in that lot as well. So it works out for these cartridges about 70 pence a cartridge posted, which is pretty good actually, I thought anyway. So yeah, Atari cartridges, what we got next? Now, bit of a story behind this one. Tried to rescue a Neo Geo Pocket with Neil on RMC, the cave, but it failed because it had battery leakage which had corroded the board. So as part of that, I actually went and bought this kind of scuffed up and a little bit ill Neo Geo Pocket Color. And this one works great actually. I think it powers on. There you go, it's all good, nothing bad. It's a bit tatty though, and the screen, whilst not terrible on these compared to some other retro consoles, there is an update for this, and I'll come to that in just a moment because, where is it? Oh yeah. If there's any jump cuts here, it's for address reasons. Just because I don't want anyone breaking in and stealing all my old wires and crap, as my wife calls it. And I've actually got a new head of security. I'd like to introduce you to Dean. Dean O'Saw. I think he might have some Irish heritage. Yeah. He's silent but deadly. Okay, so yeah, in this package here, shut up. Turn that off. In this package here, I have got an IPS Screen Kit all the way from AliExpress. And it's even got a little glass screen cover which will go over the top. So I'll be fitting that in a video. But wait, he says, there's something else. Because over at Retro HQ, they have been kind enough to supply a Neo Pocket game drive, which is basically an SD card flash device for the Neo Geo Pocket. So that will be a part of the refurb, and I'm also waiting on a new case that's also coming from AliExpress, so that'll be interesting. And we'll basically give it a whole new case, an IPS screen, SD card solution in the back, and I think that'll make a nice little video for everybody to enjoy. So that's another ting, as it were. Pop that down there. Oof, what next? Oh, there's so many things going on. Right, let's just check here. Okay, so this was a kind of an impulse buy a little while ago. If anybody watched the video that I did with Neil on the, well, I say the ultimate Dreamcast, it's not really. It was a very heavily modified Dreamcast. You'll know that that left me with a shell with nothing in it, and I can't deal with that. Nature abhors a vacuum, and so do I. So in this box, decreed by man, I have bought, again, from, is this from AliExpress? I think it was. Cool, headphone warning. Can't even open it. Anyway, yeah, in this box, which I can't open, I will try a little bit longer, is a Dreamcast motherboard, an orphaned Dreamcast motherboard. I don't know why, they seem to have quite a few of them for sale, but it's an NTSC Japanese Dreamcast motherboard, and I don't even know if this will work, but I think I paid £18 for this, and I've got an empty case, so I thought I could throw it in the empty case and we'll see if it works. I've got an empty case, got an unused GD-ROM drive. So yeah, we'll give it a whirl. A nice quick little video. So, oh yes, this one is really good. And this will be a series of little videos. I'm gonna confess that I got these 2020, end of 2020, December, but it's from Alan Powell of Da Retro, and it's a whole series of mods for different consoles. So Sega Saturn 50-60 Hertz. This one is for, can't tell. This one is for Master System 50-60 Hertz, 50-60 Hertz, Super Nintendo, some little key fobs, which would be nice. Master System 2 switchless mod. And this one is for a Saturn. So there's a whole lot of meat on those bones, and a really rather nice note. Thank you for the interest in the kits. I've included examples of standard kits with the larger, easy to solder pads. Covert burn there, thank you. I hope you have a great Christmas and a Happy New Year. Anyway, so that's all coming up, and I've got one of those coming up really soon for patron of the channel and longtime friend of mine, Mean Machine Dean. So hello Dean, hope you're well. I'll meet you in real life one day after all this awful viral nonsense is over. I'm just going to move on to some of these bigger things because I'm not going to be unboxing them right now because that's going to be part of the video. So Elegoo got in touch with me and said, hello Mark Fixes Stuff, we've been watching you for some time, which immediately raised red flags because they're obviously weird. And they said, would you like to do a video with our, what was it? I don't know, some Arduino kit. And I said, no, not really, to be honest, because it doesn't interest me that much. Because everything I do is already baked in Arduino. But I said, you do make 3D printers, and that's something that I really want to get into, because things like missing battery covers and cogs for things like the 3DO, like the video we did before, is something I'd really like to start manufacturing myself. And they said, well, this sounds great. So they've been kind enough to not only send me some ABS-like photopolymer resin, but they have also sent me this Elegoo Mars 2 Pro 3D resin printer. And they were going to send me a curing chamber, but unfortunately the marketing people said we haven't got the budget for that at the moment. And I said, oh, that's okay, that's fine, it's Mars 2 Pro, that's brilliant, I'll cure it myself. But my UV box, which I made for kind of bleaching stuff, has come to an end, shall we say. So I actually did go out and, under my own steam, I has purchased Elegoo Mercury Plus wash and cure machine, which I thought would be a good little video to do together. And I think I might get Sam, who some of you would have seen on the BBC report that we did on RMC's channel, Sam, to come along and help me with this, because Sam really likes things like cosplay and all that sort of stuff. So she will probably enjoy using this to make things for cosplay. And she's also a great artist, so she'll probably make miniatures and paint them. And this is a real learning process, because I've only 3D printed one thing in my life. And let me show you how that went. Oh, sorry, Dean. Oh dear. So this was the mini 3D printer that I bought for a laugh. And yeah, I managed to kill it after one print. I'm not sure if you can see from that far away, but yeah, unfortunately it nosedived into the bed and killed it. I think I cleaned the bed off the wrong way. So I've actually got parts on the way to try and repair this, but I had a voucher and this came up ridiculously for £26 delivered yonks ago. And I thought, yeah, I'll have a go at that. Why not? And I know it's a toy, but yeah, it was one of those things where there was a voucher on Vipon for 50% off, but there was also a voucher on Amazon which gave you 50% off, and they stacked. So yeah, but the one thing you printed off, which was the rocket on the SD card, came out pretty well, but then I didn't know what I was doing and I killed it. So there we go. I'll probably cover that a little bit, but I am kind of looking for an FDM printer, if anybody's got any suggestions about FDM printers, because I've got quite a lot of resin here, and I've got a resin heater dryer which I bought in anticipation of all the things I'll be printing. No, it wasn't to be, it wasn't to be. So yeah, Elegoo Mercury Plus washing cure machine and a 3D printer. Thank you, Elegoo, I really appreciate it. Whilst we're talking about people who are sponsoring videos, I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce a new sponsor for Mark Fix's stuff. It's Altium, or Altium, depending on where you're from. And they produce a rather lovely package for designing PCBs. And they will be supporting the channel for a year, which will be rather lovely. Thank you, Altium. I haven't got anything else to say about that at the moment, but as we go along, I'll reveal more. Right, let's see what we've got down here then. Some interesting stuff. Right, first thing up, it's like Christmas, isn't it? Be Christmas as well by the time I've finished. This is from Mr. Ian Metcalf, a long-time friend of mine on the interwebs, good retro buddy. And he sent this, I can't turn it over because it'll reveal his and mine addresses. Not so worried about my address, but oh goodness gracious me, I'll just get the knife. Please don't look at my bottom when I stand up. Oof! Off the doof! Right, okay. As you can tell, I'm as organised as ever. I was going to have a 2-camera setup for this, but unfortunately it was not to be today. So, you know what most of these things actually look like up close anyway. So yeah, how's everybody been? I'm always interested in how you've been. So if you could leave how you are in the comment section below, I will read it with interest and reply if appropriate. I know a lot of you have been having a hard time, and trust me, I get it, I really get it. So, shall we see what we've got? I know what this is, but so Ian was very, very kind and has donated this to the channel because he noticed that I don't actually have one of these. Unbelievably, I don't have one of these. It is a very well packed 128K Spectrum Plus 2, but this is the later Amstrad redesigned model. And yeah, the black version has the PSU, which has a DIN connector, and I thought it'd be nice to have a look inside of one of these. Of course, I've looked inside a Plus 3 before, so I know what they look like, but unbelievably, all the Plus 2s I've had passing through my hands have been greys, which is actually a slightly better model, but you know, historically, who could say no to that? So we'll pop him there. Thank you, Ian. That's absolutely stellar. Thanks, mate. Now, this one here is a bit of a mixed bag because this is from a chap. Well, I bought something, and it is from Mr. Jason Fenton. Thank you, Jason. But he's also included something in here that I think he might have foobarred, so he wants me to have a look at it. I'm always happy to do that for friends, so let's get this out of here. Been a bit cagey about everybody's addresses. Oh! Oof. Oh, wow, here we go. Okay, once I've got this bit off, I'll be able to be a bit more forthright. So, where I'm filming at the moment is actually a spare bedroom in the house that's being refurbished. I've kind of taken it over as a secondary filming location. That won't last long. That won't last long at all. Oh, it's in a PlayStation box. Maybe it's a PS5. That would be hilarious. It's not though. Right. How do I open this box? Look at this. All the brains and none of the ideas. Does that come out? Yay. Right, okay. Here we go. Right, you ready? Here we go. First out, the thing that I bought. Because I can't help myself. Oof. Ow, you rotten sod. Right, and I'll get the other bit out in a second. This is a BBC microcomputer. And I've got a feeling that it's already got some kind of SD card solution in it. It's a bit, well, in need of a bit of TLC, which is what attracted me to it. But I love the BBC, as you know, and that is brilliant. So thank you very much, Jason. That is going to clean up so well. Look at that, it's beautiful. I love the word strip there, look. What's that for? I don't actually know. Wordwise Plus. So, yeah, but also what I like is that the ashtray is also intact, which is good. Hope sounds all right in this video. I'm using external microphone plugged into my recorder. Now this is what Jason needs me to look at. Yes, it is. It's a toasty. I think he's tried to recap it and it's gone a bit wrong. So we'll have a look at that. I don't know if that's something I'll do a video on. Well, depending really on who's interested in that, to be honest. But it was working before the recap, so it'll work after I've sorted it. Anyway, we'll pop that to one side. I'll sort that out for you, Jason. Don't you worry, my old friend, me old chum, me mucker, me old poodle lover. Don't even know what I'm talking about now. Right, okay, you can go over there. I'm making a right old mess. It's a good job I'm living alone here. Right, okay, next up. Let's see what we've got next up. I'll do some of the little bits, I think. Right, okay, so this is something I bought. Having a bit of a love affair at the moment with the Atari 7800. So, yeah, copy of Food Fight, actually sealed with the dangle tag on it. I put in an offer. It was up for about £30, which is ridiculous for this, even though it's sealed. And I put in an offer for like 22, and they said, yeah, okay. It was described as the box being crushed, which you can see it is. But they shipped it in a bloody bubble bag, which annoyed me no end. I mean, yeah, if it's crushed, it's crushed, I know, but still, don't make it worse. I don't think it did make it worse, but anyway, yeah, sealed Food Fight. It looks really good. I really want to play it. And my 13-year-old wants to play it as well, so I might open that up. What do you think? Tell me below whether I should unseal it or not unseal it. Also, in the same vein, what card? Oh, thank you. I like it when eBayers do that. This is the first time I've seen this. One of my favourite games, is Mr. Do. I love Mr. Do. And this is Mr. Do for the ColecoVision or ColecoVision, again, depending on where you're from. 24K ROM, and I just love it. So I've got that for the ColecoVision, and we can open this one up. Cartridge is in pretty good condition, which is nice. I wonder if the instructions are in there actually. Oh look, bit of box fodder as well. The instructions are in there, which is nice as well. A bit tatty, but that's fine. And this is relatively cheap actually for a boxed Mr. Do. They're not terribly rare, but it's a great game. Really, really good game. I've always loved Mr. Do and all that sort of stuff. So Mr. Do for ColecoVision. On the same ColecoVision trip, I bought this from the same seller on a separate auction, and they got shipped together. But this is a boxed ColecoVision expansion module number 1. And this allows you to play Atari 2600 cartridges on your ColecoVision, on your Coleco. It's described as opened but unused, which is always a little bit suspicious. I suspect it has been used. Love the polys, the branded polys. We've got the owner's manual. It's quite nice. Again, it's been a bit battered, but it's very, very old. And the actual unit itself, which does look, this is the first time I'm seeing it, does look absolutely mint. Look at that. That does look mint. Label underneath, minty fresh. And yeah, there's absolutely no wear on the connectors, so that's beautiful. Having a bit of a ColecoVision trip at the moment as well, so that looks like, well, I don't know if that's the original bag, probably not, to be honest. I don't think they had all the warnings on the bags back then, did they? You know, don't stick this over a child's head sort of thing. but I didn't actually pay that much for it. And CBS Toys was in Woodley in Berkshire, which is just up the road from where I am now. I'm going to put that on the outside, I think. You like that? Yeah, it does. Put that on the outside, see if it can flatten it out a bit whilst it's in the box. Anyone out there got ColecoVision? And is it Coleco? Coleco? What is it? Colonic irrigation? Tell me, let me know. I'm really actually interested to hook that up and play it. My ColecoVision is quite tatty though, so yeah, it's also got terrible controllers. They were just terrible all the time. We'll explore that together. Let's move on to some of these other small games. So we have got here, oh, they're not games, sorry. Right, here we go. So this is from Ben Grimmett and his partner in crime, Claire Venn. And together they are Ben Venn. And this, I've opened this, so please excuse the fact that it's all loose, is some VA1 IPS ribbon cables for fitting these things that are in the other box. I will show you right now. VA1 might be a bit of a giveaway. Have I opened this one? I think I have. Yeah, here we go. These are, goodness gracious me. Here, I'll just show you this one. These are the IPS screen replacements by Ben Venn for the Sega Game Gear. And I'll be doing an install video on these. So thank you very much, Ben, and thank you, Claire. I will be doing that very soon. He's also sent some other little goodies, which I'm not sure what they are. This is some kind of ROM dumper. Don't know. I think I did mention to him that I was doing something out. Yeah. So that is a V2C ROM dumper for, I think, Game Boy games. And this here is some kind of cartridge. Oosh. Can't open it, it's that new. So maybe, yeah, it looks like a Game Boy Advance flash cart. I have some vintage Visoli Game Boy Advance flash carts, so that's going to be really interesting. I'll need to speak to Ben and see how that works. I think that looks really good. Thank you, Ben Venn. Lovely, and I will be fitting that very, very soon. Lovely. What we've got here, copy of Ball Blazer, because I've been modding Atari 7800s and I've not really been paying much attention to the pokey sound. And for those of you who don't know, 7800 natively has the same chip inside as an Atari 2600, so it's not really that advanced. But the pokey chip has better sound, and that was included in some cartridges. So really you need a copy of Ball Blazer or Commando so that you can hear pokey sound and balance the output between the two, because as I've been told after one of my videos, the stock audio can be either much louder or much quieter, I can't remember, than the pokey audio. Now we are coming to something very, very, very special. Let me just grab this. I've got to be careful of addresses. Oof. And by special, it comes from a very special gentleman. Let me just get rid of this address quickly. This is from Retro Robbins, from the Retro Robbins channel. And he has donated, I can't even speak tonight. Must be all the massive amounts of drugs that I don't have. Oh. Anyway, yeah, so this is actually faded in the time that I've had it, but he's actually put the Mark Fixes stuff. Oh God, I've got to get rid of this barcode, sorry. Otherwise I'd have umpteen people telling me, oh, people can read that barcode, you'll be Having stalkers in your bedroom. So yeah, for some reason we've got a Donald Duck. I think that was Rainbow Islands. And oh yeah, Retro Robin Show logo. Other pictures and Mark fixes stuff across the top. So yeah, 10 out of 10 for effort. It's faded though in the time that I've taken to get to this. I can't actually remember what's in here. But he's nuts. I wouldn't be surprised if it's full of, you know, I don't know, robot kittens. Right. Oh, there's Wayne's address. Okay. What is in here actually? Bloody hell. That is the most colourful packing peanuts I've ever seen. Look at that. That's a beautiful thing. Okay. Oof, what's in here? Literally do not know. Well, we'll have a look at that in a second. It's quite heavy. Something else here. Oh my God. Warning, Frederick hiding inside. Not working, do not power up. Paperwork inside the power supply. +3 PSU is fine for the +2, but not vice versa. Ian Mutant Caterpillar said. Well, there's a big clue. Okay, we'll open that in a second. And we'll just take this main thing out to check there's nothing else in there. Oh, I love these packing peanuts. Usually I hate them, but the fact that they're such bonny colours really does fire up the imagination. It looks like you can eat them. Right, you can go down there. Ah, no wife to tell me off here. Right, so I know what this is. I think it's a +3. Or is it, he says, suddenly sort of recollecting... Sorry, I can't speak. I did say that this was very much off the cuff. I wonder if this is one of his brethren. Oh, blimey. Retro Robins, you have packed this very, very well indeed. Headphone warning. Bloody hellfire. Goodness me. Yes, it is indeed another Spectrum +2, which then makes sense of the warning written on the box. Well, I've gone from no black Spectrum +2s to 2 in one fell swoop. Look at that. There we go, another one. I can start to build Whopper. Ah, wonderful. Thank you very much, Mr. Retro Robins. So if you're not a subscriber of Retro Robins Roadshow, go and subscribe to him below. This is going to be the PSU, although warning Frederick inside. I'm not sure what that is. I hope it wasn't a pet, because I didn't get to this for a couple of months. And he will be brown bread. For the Retro Robins show tape. Nice. Okay. How do I get into this? Seems to be a reoccurring theme. Let's brute force it. Everyone on YouTube is going, oh, cut away from yourself. Yeah, this power supply. Oh, goodness me. It's very well packed. There we go. PSU that doesn't work for the +3. So it will power a +2 because it's got a higher current capability than +2 PSU. Oh, smash my new PC case, brilliant. And warning Frederick. Oh, look at that. Little 3D printed owl, who I assume is Frederick. Oh, hello Frederick, and welcome to the show. How are you? No. No, you can go and score your own, thanks. You can sit there, Frederick, thank you. Right, and more stuff. This came on a separate occasion again from Retro Robins. He said he'd rather like to see me make this, which is a Harlequin 128 issue 2D kit. And look at this, look, all these sorted components. in their baggies. Lovely. I'm really going to have to get my finger out and get more things built. It's been quite difficult recently with the house being like this because I just have to fit around builders and COVID and ill children at the moment as well. Yeah, the Superfo Harlequin 128. I've certainly got enough cases for it. That looks amazing. We'll pop that all back in there for now. That's right up my street. Thank you, Retro Robbins. Mark's. He knows I was building Mark's dusty stuff. It's so true. Everything's dusty. Ooh, yeah. And one other thing from Retro Robbins. No address on there. Okay. It's the ZX Diag cart by Ben Versteeg of Bike Delight. So that's in here. And this is another Build It kit. So there's a board, components, and some connectors and some silicon in there. So that is going to be marvellous to get to grips with. So thank you so much. Has anyone built a ZX Diag cart? It looks really good. It's like a Blinken Diag for C64. It's got LEDs up the wazoo. And what's wrong with having loads of LEDs up your wazoo, YouTube? Nothing. That's what I say. Thank you, Retro Robbins. You absolute man legend, you. Right, we're not finished yet. I've got 2, maybe 3 more things, so stay with me. Right, just got to turn this one around. Oh, hang on. Oh, man. There's addresses all over it. Can't let you know, otherwise, you know, Dean will eat you. So this is a very kind donation. From one of my Patreon peeps. Oh. It's no good. I've got to go to the loo. Jump cut. Right, that's better. Yeah, sorry, I was having a bit of a concentration issue there. Also, I've noticed that I missed this out from Retro Robin, so a bit worried about what that is because he's nuts. Oh, hello Terry. Hello Dave. How you doing? You can't stay up there, boys. Right, we'll continue to open this. As I was saying, this is a very kind donation. One of my Patreon peeps and someone who hangs out on my Discord, link below. And he asked me if I would like this. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just he's downsizing, and I thought it would be quite good to add a mod to, which I got from Zaxxon, which will add an an on-screen display for flash floppy with the Gotek. And this is from Carl, otherwise known as Bitter Blitter, and it is a working. Oof. I'll tell you what. See if you can guess it from the power supply. It's a working. Oh, God, people have really upped their game with the packing. It's funny, when people give me stuff, the packing is amazing. When people sell me stuff, the packing's dreadful. Right, well, that's obviously an Amiga power supply, and I think that the size will probably give this away right now, because this is a beautiful, wonderful, ever so sexual won't come out. He shoved it in so hard it won't come out. Beautiful, wonderful, ever so sexual. Goodness me, I'm exhausted. All I've done is open packages. Right, here we go. You know what it is by now, I mean, it's obvious. Oh my goodness. This is taped. Are you guys trolling me deliberately? Are you literally doing this to wind me up? It's an Amiga A600. And it's actually totally working. Nothing to do here. So I really thought I could do some mods. Oh look, the telltale. Someone's put the screws through that are too long on the front, but that's not a problem. I often wonder if I could heat that up and push them down again. But yeah, lovely. I wonder if there's anything in the trapdoor. Let's have a look. Oh, I can't get it out now. I can't get it out, matron. We'll have a look later when we do a video on it. So A600, gonna add a Gotek with OSD on-screen display, which would be lovely. Actually, you can come back up here. You beautiful little creature. Neil hates these, really does. Don't know why. Bit of a fascist, really, maybe. Who knows? Right, pop the A600 up there. Let's have a quick look at this. It's marked up as reinforcements. Okay. It's quite a long video. Well done if you've managed to hold on this long. I think I know what this is, actually. This is, oh! Dahlmann Stroopwafels, and, oh, big old bag of gummy bears. Look at that. And, oh, Haribo Gold Bears. Look at that. Proper premium brand stuff. Why, thank you. That is amazing. These are massive. These are massive. These might become my new stump bears. A couple of them out of here. Look at him. He's had an accident on the way to work though, hasn't he? Nice. I'm on a diet at the moment. No, I'm on a diet at the moment. Okay, you can stay over there. You too, you delicious little... Oof. Stroopwafels, these are pure sugar. Oh, I love them. You can go over there as well. Yeah, the proper Delman's ones as well, not the Aldi ones that I'm used to just scoffing. Right, so we've done that. What was in here? Oh yeah, I'm making a right old mess of this. I think we're down to the last two things, so celebrate, rejoice, we're almost there. Oh my God, what a mess. Oh, sorry, Dean. Okay. This is another donation. This is from a guy called Neil, but not that Neil. And this is a longer Orange 10, another resin 3D printer, which he very lovely sent. It was very lovely, and he sent it to me. And he said, if you review this on your channel, then you might get people who want you to review one for free, like Alego. But that actually happened before I got to this. And I'm ever so grateful, and I'm going to set this up as well. It's a really cute little 3D printer. It'll be nice to compare the two, actually. So if you're looking for a 3D printer specifically, it might be worth watching this space to see what really suits you. And the last thing, which I suspect is probably slightly disappointing, I love Burger Time. I love Mr. Do and I love Burger Time. So I saw this little My Arcade retro arcade player thing on the internet, and it was for sale for I think £27, and I thought, oh, that's far too much. And I did a little search on Google Shopping, and I saw one on eBay for £14.99. So obviously I snapped it up because it's really cute, and it's Burger Time. I love Burger Time. I've not opened it yet, but thinking on it, I suspect that this is Nintendo on a chip. I think this is probably the NES version, which isn't my favourite version, to be honest. But should we have a quick look inside? There's the knife. Oh, stuck in my foot. Lovely. These things are made to be opened, aren't they? Sorry for the knife noise, by the way. Oh gosh, it's stuck on all the vertices. Doing this to scare away burglars, aren't I, Dean? It's the Dinosaur Security Extraordinaire. Right, so, oh bloody hell. It's got quite a nice little Data East graphics on the top. But there's no batteries in it, of course. Okay, so this is what we have. Rather nice little representation of the arcade cab. It's got a headphone socket and a plus and minus on the back, and a sticker over the screen, as it were. We'll keep that. Have I got any batteries? Probably have. I'll go and grab some batteries. Jump cut. Bloody hell, sorry Dean. Oh. Back. 4 AA batteries, which is what it appears to take. Pop those in. We can have a look at the final item and see if it's Disappointment City or if it's actually the coin-op version. Thinking about it, I bought in haste, so I repented in leisure. How can it be the coin-op version? Can't, can it? It's just too difficult technically for these people to pull off. Though it's officially licensed, so I like the look of it anyway. It'll look nice on the shelf. So that's power. How do we turn it on? How do we turn it on? Yep, can't find a switch. Intensely irritating that is. I'll put the batteries in the right way. I have. Where's the on? Where's the on button? These are instructions. I swore I'd never do this. My Arcade Microplayer User Guide. Okay. There is boom, boom, boom. On off button is number 2. Oh right, so apparently it's down here, but there's no button. Oh, look at that, it lights up. That's pretty cool actually. I mean, nothing's happening at all. Annoying. On off button. So let's see. Reset button to return to the main menu. No, it actually genuinely doesn't even work. So yeah, it lights up and nothing happens. So I would say I'd return it, but I can't because it took me too long to make the video. So I'll just take that one on the chin, I think. Thanks eBay, you absolute tossers. And yeah, well, we're not ending on a downer because I've got so many lovely things from so many lovely people, and I'd just like to say a big thank you to all of you. It's really, really quite humbling to receive such lovely donations, and I've got quite a lot to enjoy coming up. I've still got a lot of projects on the go. The Found Amstrad CPC, I'm gathering parts for that slowly. The Spectrum Mega Build is coming up. Other than that, I think it's time for me to let you go. So without further ado, it's me, Mark, from Mark Fixes Stuff, signing out, reminding you to subscribe to get your fix, or I'll send Dino Saw around. Bye. No, really, bye. See you later.